Good morning, my fans, and it's always a great pleasure to speak to you and to share my reflections of a number of issues, and especially at family level. But today, I'm going to have a departure from our normal counseling issues, and then I'm just going to start highlighting some few issues in my book called The Broken Promise. The Broken Promise was published in 2019, and I would actually like to read a little bit of the summary of this book before I get to the subject of today. Now, the book Broken Promise focuses on Kenya in historical perspective, the colonial struggle, anatomy of political parties, leadership dynamics, anatomy of corruption, government, man and society, Kenya's economic journey and evolution, constitution making, psychology of political lying, clamor for the third constitution, and then the road to bright Kenya. The book, that is The Broken Promise, utilizes sociological models, theories, and paradigms, and has also greatly borrowed from allied disciplines. The Broken Promise analyzes the relationship between Vision 2030, Agenda 4, which was midwifed by the former United Nations Secretary General Kofi Annan, Uhuru Kenyatta's Big Four agenda, and the golden handshake between former Prime Minister Raila Odinga and the former President Uhuru Kenyatta. The various episodic happenings we have experienced in Kenya is an attempt of Kenya as a nation struggling to achieve our dreams in the labyrinth of human wits, cunningness, and deceptiveness. In essence, it is a lever of life of Kenya as a nation. It is also an attempt for Kenya to find equilibrium in a fluid and unpredictable world of global politics and economics. Yet, in the midst of all these challenges, Kenya remains optimistic that one day Kenya will be a nirvana in a turbulent world of challenges. My listeners, today I would like to take some few issues from this book, The Broken Promise, and I'm going to answer some few questions, which actually some of those questions I'm going to answer, they are applicable not only in Kenya, but in the world over. And so I will start on talking about what is the government. When we talk about a government, what do we mean? I want to demystify about what is the government. The government is an organization entrusted by a political entity to manage their affairs. What do I mean? You see, there has also been a confusion. Is the political party a government? Is the monarchy a government? Really, who is the government? And that is why you wonder, even many times, the common monarchy wonders who is the government, and sometimes they are saying the government means serikali, top secret. It is a very, they feel it's a very amorphous organization and a situation, an organization you cannot understand, you cannot know how it operates. This is because of the mysterious operation and the complex bureaucracy on which the government operates and at which it is founded, even based on the father of modern bureaucracy, Max Weber. Now, coming now to what is the government. Now, the government after having defined what is a government, just it's an organization which is entrusted to manage the affairs of a political entity on behalf of the citizenry. Call them the mwananchi. Now, the mwananchi is the one who pays the government through paying taxes. The government cannot operate without taxation. And that's why you see there is no way in which the government functions. The operation of the government will come to a standstill if there is no revenue to pay the government. And see, the mwananchi is entrust this government to give services and to be very fair to the mwananchi through giving welfare, providing justice, providing common defense and liberty. He expects the mwananchi, expects the government, a good government, to provide these services. Now, if the government doesn't give the services, the mwananchi give the government 5 years contract. And that is why we vote after every 5 years. And the way the mwananchi has got to evaluate the government is only through the voting. And that is why it is very dangerous when the mwananchi get a fatigue and they don't go to vote. You are going to get the wrong government, and then you cannot complain that the government is not performing well because it is you who put the government there. And that is why the scholar people like Shakespeare, when talking to his friend Brutus, he said the problem we are having, our faith is not on the stars, but our faith is on us. We are the one who ended up electing people of dubious characters to come and manage our political affairs. Now, you see, when the government doesn't perform, there are two ways to work on it. But the popular way is through the democracy, through removing the government by ballot rather than removing it by bullet. You see, overthrowing the government is not a popular thing because it's just a small clique or people in the army, or call it military, who try to take over and they try to control the destiny of a country. It may not be a popular approach, and any country which is ruled by military. It is such a sad stage of the affairs of such a country. So now, you see, many times you get people who are despots, who are dictators, and one of the sad things, we get these people staying for quite a long time. It's such a mystery that these despots, these dictators, they end up staying for a long time. We had people like Marcos of Philippines, Ceausescu, yes, we had Mugabe, we had Idi Amin. These people stayed for a very long time. But the most great irony also, people who have been good, people who have been encouraging good governance, people like Nelson Mandela and Mwalimu Julius Nyerere, they took a very, very short time. So the government main objective should be to maximize popularity. I hope you have understood what is the government according to the definition of it in this book, The Broken Promise by Mutea Rukwaru, which was published in 2019, and it is in the public domain, which I think it will be good for you to get more details. And so you see, now in conclusion about the government, one of the philosophers called Thomas Hobbes, who lived in 16th century, he said, man surrenders his natural right to an organization called the government, so that the government manages the affair on behalf of them. So now, Kenya, when they choose the government, they surrender their rights for the government to manage their affairs. And that is why you find that Parliament, the power of the government, the legislature, sometimes they have ended up betraying the Mwananchi, and sometimes getting that they are not following the popular opinion of the Mwananchi who voted them to Parliament. But then you see, after 5 years, the Mwananchi will get these people, their performance in Parliament, their performance in terms of policies. If they were supporting unpopular policies, they are going to be voted out come 5 years. Thank you very much. I am happy and I appreciate your support for Eureka channel. For those who have not subscribed, I would encourage you to subscribe. Please, those who have also subscribed, you can also share, and also I'll be glad for you to comment. And for also please give it a thumb up. Thank you very much.